Summer Food Service Program SFSP Meal Pattern Requirements Part 1. Topics: who can receive SFSP meals? Summer Food Service Program SFSP Meal Patterns, 2026 SFSP Reimbursement Rates, SFSP Food Items and Sample Menu, Meal Service Requirement, Non-Reimbursable Meals, Methods for Providing Meals, Food Safety and Health, and Meal Delivery. Summer Food Service Program: who can receive a meal? All children 18 years of age and younger, and all children who meet the state agency definition of mentally or physically disabled. Allowable meal combinations: breakfast only, lunch only, lunch and snack, breakfast and lunch, breakfast and supper, snack only, supper only, breakfast and snack, supper and snack, 2 snacks. Here are the required meal components. Breakfast must contain 1 serving of flavored or unflavored milk, whole 1%, 2% fat-free, 1 serving of a fruit, vegetable, or full strength 100% fruit vegetable juice, 1 serving of grain or bread, an optional serving of meat or meat substitute. Lunch or supper must contain 1 serving of flavored or unflavored milk, being whole, low fat, 1%, 2%, or fat free, 2 or more servings of vegetables and or fruit, 1 serving of grains, bread, whole grain, enriched or fortified, 1 serving of meat or meat alternative. Snack must contain 2 of any of the following components. Breakfast reimbursable meal pattern. Select all 3 components. You must have 1 milk, 1 cup fluid milk, 1 fruit vegetable, half a cup of juice, fruit and or vegetable, 1 grain, bread, 1 slice of bread, or 1 serving of cornbread, biscuit, roll, or muffin, 3/4 cup of cold dried cereal, or a half a cup of hot cooked cereal, half a cup of pasta, noodles, or grains. If you look to the right, you have the breakfast meal pattern, and you can see the components there. For the milk, 1 cup fluid milk. Lunch reimbursable meal pattern. Select all 4 components: 1 milk, 1 fluid milk, 1 fruit, vegetable, 3/4 cup of juice, fruit and or vegetable, 1 grain, bread, 1 slice of bread, 1 serving of cornbread, biscuit, roll, or muffin, half a cup of hot cooked cereal, or a half a cup of pasta, noodles, or grains, 1 meat or meat alternative, 2 ounces of lean meat, poultry, or fish, 2 ounces of alternative protein product, 2 ounces of cheese, or 1 large egg, or a half a cooked cup of dried beans or peas, 4 tablespoons of peanut butter or other nut or seed butter, 1 ounce of nuts, or 8-ounce yogurt. And also here you have the lunch or supper meal pattern, and you must select all 4. Remember to select all 4 for it to be reimbursable. Snack reimbursable meal pattern. Select 2 of the 4 components. We have 1 milk or 1 cup fluid ounce, 1 fruit vegetable, 3/4 cup fruit or vegetable, 1 grain or bread, that could be a slice of bread, 1 serving of cornbread, biscuit, roll, muffin, 3/4 cup of cold dry cereal, half a cup of hot cooked cereal. One meat alternative, 1 ounce lean meat, poultry, or fish, 1 ounce alternative protein product, 1 ounce of cheese, or 1/2 of a large egg. And please look at the serving sizes here that are listed. Snack supplement meal pattern: milk, whole, low fat, or fat free, fruit or vegetable juice. If serving must be full strength, juice cannot be served when milk is served as the only other meal component. Grains, bread, whole grain, enriched or fortified. Yogurt, plain or unflavored, unsweetened or sweetened. The meal pattern adjustments: substituting vegetables for grains in American Samoa, Guam, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and tribal communities. Sponsors and sites in any state that serve primarily American Indian or Alaskan Native children only. This is the SFSP 2026 meal reimbursement rates. The ones that we need to pay attention to are rural or self prep sites and all other types of sites under all states except Alaska and Hawaii. You need to pay attention to breakfast, lunch, supper, supplement, or snack. Again, rural self prep sites and all other sites under all states except Alaska and Hawaii. How many meals may I serve? Two good healthy meals every day. Open and closed enrolled sites may serve up to 2 meals or 1 meal and 1 snack each day, exception for lunch and supper. Nonprofit camps, residential and non residential, may serve up to 3 meals each day, or 2 meals and 1 snack only to eligible children as determined by IEF income eligibility form. Migrant sites may serve up to 3 meals or 2 meals and 1 snack each day as determined. That site serves majority of migrant children, documented by migrant organization. Food items: milk. Allowable food items: pasteurized, unflavored, or flavored whole milk, reduced fat milk, low fat milk, fat free milk, buttermilk, lactose reduced milk, or acidophilus milk. See substitutions and exceptions in this guide for information on milk substitutes. Guidelines: at breakfast or snack, milk can be served as a beverage or on cereal or a combination of both. At lunch or supper, milk must be served as a beverage. Please look over at the grains for allowable food items that can be used for whole grains. Some of these are whole grain, whole wheat bagels, breads, cereal, ready to eat, crackers, pita bread rolls, noodles or pasta, whole corn tortillas, brown rice, buckwheat, oatmeal. Enriched grains such as bagels, cereal, pita bread, rolls, white bread, enriched rice. The guidelines here: grains and breads must be whole grain or enriched or made from whole grain or enriched flour or meal. Ready to eat cereals must be whole grain, enriched, or fortified. Enriched macaroni products fortified with protein may count towards either the grain component or meat alternative component. Non-sweet snack foods such as hard pretzels, hard breadsticks, and chips made from whole grain or enriched meal or flour can be used to meet the grain requirement. Please, at your time, read through all of the guidelines. Meat and meat alternatives. Allowable food items: meat, fish, poultry, and eggs, such as beef, chicken, fish, ham, pork, turkey, eggs. Cheese, such as American, cheddar, cottage, mozzarella, parmesan, ricotta, Swiss. Beans and peas, such as black beans, black eyed peas, chickpeas, kidney beans, lentils, pinto beans, refried beans, fresh soybeans. Nuts and seeds such as almonds, cashews, hazelnuts, peanuts, pecans, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds. Yogurt, commercially produced yogurt, plain or flavored, unsweetened or sweetened, whole fat, low fat, or fat free. Alternative protein products, mixed or made into food items such as burger patties, meatloaf, tuna salad, chicken nuggets, pizza toppings. This comes from USDA SFSP Nutrition Guide, Part 1, pages 12 through 15. Over to your right, you have the guidelines for all of these. For vegetables and fruits, allowable foods, we have vegetables from all vegetable subgroups: dark greens, bok choy, broccoli, collard greens, dark green leafy, lettuce, kale, spinach, red and orange, carrots, pumpkin, red peppers, butternut squash, sweet potatoes. Tomatoes, starchy, corn, green peas. Potatoes, dry beans and peas, black beans, black eyed peas, chickpeas, kidney beans, lentils. Others, green beans, artichokes, avocados, cabbage, cauliflower, celery, and cucumbers. Fruits such as apples, bananas, blackberries, cantaloupe, grapes, kiwi, mangoes, oranges, pears, pineapples, plums, raspberries, strawberries, watermelon. Also, you can use full strength 100% juice. Guidelines here: a few are: at breakfast, a serving of fruit, vegetable, or full strength 100% juice or equivalent quantity in any combination is required. For lunch or supper, serve two or more kinds of vegetables and fruits. Up to one half of the vegetable or fruit required may be met with full strength 100% juice. Here is a sample menu that can be used for summer food service program. And your components that you have for breakfast: milk, vegetable, fruit juice, grains, or bread. And these are some examples and the serving sizes that you would need to serve. For lunch, for food components, we have milk, meat, alternative vegetables, fruit juice, grains, and bread. And these are your serving sizes that you will need. For snacks, you have food components: milk, meat, alternative, vegetable, fruit juice, grains, and bread. These are the serving sizes that you would need to serve. Go back to the guidelines to see exactly which sample foods that you can use for this.